Hey Anna, thank you for joining me in my product pod. Fantastic presentation, and I'm really looking forward to digging in a little bit to see what this means. Um, can you just give me a real high level of what you just dropped and what it actually means for say I'm running an app, what do I actually get from you right now?
Yeah, so Appsflyer is here for you to help you, app owner, get into the AI era. And that's through multiple pillars. First of all is data, right? Your AI is only as good as your data, and your data with Appsflyer is AI ready. Number two, you've got your data. How do you connect to it? Of course, with MCP, which is your way to connect in natural language to your data. And then the last and the best is AI agents, which we've prepared for you based on your needs.
All right, so let's dig into that a little bit. So you emphasized that agentic AI it doesn't work without AI ready data. But what does that actually mean?
Yeah, I think it's a great question. And I also asked myself, what does make your data ready for AI? And what does it really mean? So, what I mean is, I want AI to understand your data, to be able to answer questions, provide recommendations as good as your best analyst. So, what do you need to do for that? So, a few things actually. Number one, full context. So we all know data silos. Your data about conversions is in this place, your metrics are in that place, they never connect. Not good. In order to be able for AI to understand context, to draw conclusions, all data needs to live in the same place. In addition, your data needs to be discoverable and clear. Don't we all love, a metric, number of users version 5 or number of users version 6, and who knows if that's the latest.
Use this one,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah. So one of the key things is that everything is with high quality and all the values are valid and descriptive. So we've done that for you. Of course, with AI, privacy and security needs to be top notch. And within the AI suite, we in Appsflyer maintain the same segmentation and the same protection. Of course, you should do too. And the last and the secret sauce is the intelligent metadata layer. So what is metadata? This is the data about your data. This is the connective tissue that it allows AI, conversational AI like ChatGPT or agents to understand what's going on with the data, which table to look at, which column to look at for which query.
So that
This
gives it's essentially. I guess it sounds like it's essentially the context for whatever the data is talking about.
Exactly. This is the context that allows you to ask a very, very simple question and for AI to understand how to translate this question into a very, very sophisticated query or number of queries.
And so with the privacy and security aspect, we control that. We're taking that off the client in order to be able to control that and to keep it at the high standards that it needs to be at, right?
Exactly. Unlike sending your data to some, third-party provider, to some small startup where you don't know who's going to be exposed to that data, where it's going to be shared, is it going to be used for training models? We don't do that, right? We maintain the exact same protections that you have uh, before the AI era.
So
So
the
the
data
data.
always stays per account as opposed to sort of being branched off across the whole of Appsflyer and teaching models across the whole of Appsflyer.
Exactly.
Okay. I guess that the as you were saying, the multiple pillars. The next pillar that you talked about was the MCP side of things. How does that change the way that marketers will interact with the data?
Yeah, so MCP is like a translator between the AI and your data. It allows you, the marketer, to use any LLM you like, anyone that's approved in your company. Can be ChatGPT or Claude or Cursor or any LLM really, to ask plain English questions or any language, and the MCP will know how to fetch the right data based on the preparation we've done for your data, as I mentioned.
So
Now you don't, yeah.
the,
So
it kind of negates the need for user acquisition managers to have to be SQL experts, right? That's
exactly.
kind of the thinking behind this.
Exactly, or to have, your analyst friend that you go and ask, every day or every 2 days. You don't need a BI person to build a dashboard for you. You can ask your AI to build a dashboard for you. So it really makes your work much faster pace. You want it? Just talk to the data. And that's what MCP enables us to do. And not only that, it's not only for recommendations or insights or building a dashboard. The next step is for MCP to perform some actions for you. So this is not yet going to be released. This
Oh, so
release,
this is an early view of the future, is it?
early
Okay,
view of the future is
exclusive.
exactly is for MCP to enable you to do actions like adjusting the lookback window or fixing a configuration. Let's say AI identified there is a configuration issue. You could ask it, go fix it, and it will go and will fix it. So that's coming.
But give you a clear path as to what it's doing and the logic behind it, or because obviously I feel like with a lot of areas with AI, especially sort of image generation, which is a big area at the moment for user acquisition, there's always that element of human interaction needing to verify the changes and make sure that it's actually doing what you've asked it to do.
Yeah, so I think one thing that's truly magical, in my opinion, is the ability of AI to explain its thinking, right? The explainability of AI. So let's go back to that configuration issue it uncovered. It will bring you examples. It will explain to you how it was able to verify in your data that there could be that configuration issue. So it really helps you, the marketer, to make the decision, to make an informed decision. And I think that the human in the loop, as we say, is here to stay. So AI is really a helper. You can think of it as, your intern teammate, but it's still you who make the decision, right? Do I want to act on this recommendation? Do I want to validate? Do I want to ask a follow-up question? And MCP enables you to do all that.
That was another area that I wanted to ask you about. Actually, was the kind of humanistic approach to all of this. In terms of the way that we're viewing the MCP and we'll get to agents in a minute, but the way that we're viewing these things, is they're an extension of human interaction as opposed to replacing human interaction?
Yeah, so I think if anything, it will make more human interactions possible because the pace will increase. We will have more data at our fingertips, more insights, ready to go recommendations, so that it will require humans to make more decisions, to have more conversations with one another, and just the pace will go and speed up.
Yeah. So it's sort of tools to be able to do more effectively.
Yes.
I like it. Also, you introduced agents. Now, this is a really big thing. So, like, what does that, as a user acquisition manager, what does that bring for me?
So, a few things. First of all, I am truly excited about the fact that we are not only made your data AI ready, we didn't only make it accessible through AI, but we already are at the forefront of what AI can do for you, and that is to bring agents. Now, what's an agent? Very, very simple. It's something that works while you don't. You can go drink coffee and it does some work for you. Now, what kind of work? We've identified a few repetitive tasks for after talking to many brands around the world, and we've automated them. So these are the first agents we're launching. And I want to give you a few examples. So one example is coming from a gaming company, or many companies we've talked to. So what we learned is that they run lots of campaigns across lots of networks. And every day or every week, a UA manager would come and literally stare at thousands of numbers, and will try to identify which creative is a high performer based on the KPIs, ROAS, spend, etc. And once they identify such...
It's very manual. It's a very manual
Very,
process,
very
for
manual
sure.
and very, very repetitive. So once they identify such an ad, they go and manually make sure it runs on all the networks, to increase the metrics.
Yep.
So we've built an agent for that. And that agent automatically goes over all of your campaigns and identifies high-performing ones. And then it brings up, it's running on Liftoff and Google. Why don't you run it on Facebook, for example? And, the most surprising thing was that when we started testing that with our users, it turned out they were super surprised. For some ads, they thought they were running on all the networks, but in reality, it's very, very manual. So mistakes were made. So this agent was already able to uncover growth and not just automate repetitive tasks.
Wow. Okay, so really to be able to monitor one specific thing. So does that mean that in the future this could turn into some kind of a marketplace then, where as I'm a user acquisition person working for a specific company with a specific need, I develop an agent to be able to do that specific need, and then I can open that up to the community effectively?
Yeah, I think that's definitely a possibility. I think that both, one-man show companies can build agents that can be used by tens or thousands of marketers, and the marketers themselves will be able to build agents and maybe publish them to that, future agent hub marketplace. I think we're very, very early on in this journey, and we'll have to wait and see.
It's a nice community learning tool.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
All right, you ended up your presentation with a call to action for marketers to start using AI to really sort of uncover what's possible. What does that look like in reality?
So I think, as someone who has been in this space for a very, very long time, I think there is one and only one thing I want to say, and it is start using AI in your work today, right? Try something new every day. Change your mindset from, am I certain it's going to help, to let me try it out. Let's see how it goes. And we at Appsflyer have built an easy way for you to get started. Specialized marketing agents or MCP that you can easily connect to any LLM. You are going to learn so much from just trying it out. The world is really changing, and we can all see that. So don't miss out. Use our agents. Build your own agents. Just don't wait.
Just try something.
Try something, right? And
get stuck in. Yeah.
Yeah. And I want to go off script a bit, right? And just between us, no one's listening. This is not only going to make your results better, it's also what's going to get you promoted. So get started today.
Well, it's all moved to, being able to prompt well. I think sort of has changed from being able to do your job well to being able to prompt well is a big shift within working life now, right?
So I think prompt is a great skill to use, but AI agents enable you to move forward to do your work faster even without that. You
Without the
just need
prompting, because it's
exactly.
literally just doing the one task.
It's doing the one task, and that's a very, very good clarification. So I think where AI agents are today, not only at Appsflyer, but overall, is as more specific the agent is, the better it is at performing what it's supposed to do. So that's the way we're taking right now, and that's the way I recommend you take it. Identify specific tasks, use our agents for that, build your own agent for that task, or talk to us. We are going to release more agents, more task-specific agents really soon.
Amazing, amazing. And I've got to ask you, like, you've been in the AI world for a long time now. Where does this go? Like, 5 years from now, where where do you think this whole shift goes to?
I think, first of all, it's not going to be smart for me to predict the future because really it's evolving so fast, right? I think I've never seen such an amazing pace of innovation. And innovation in this AI era really can come from anyone. It can come from you. It can come from
Well, I
anyone.
remember 3 years ago thinking, at some point image gen's going to work for video and ads and that kind of thing, and then within a year that was up and running and working beautifully. And it's kind of, I understand what you're saying about the speed of the industry at the moment.
Yeah, yeah. But if I have to, where I think it's going in the next few years is AI is moving to be more and more agentic, more and more autonomous. So we're going to start seeing agents talking to other agents. I
Oh,
think
brilliant.
that's where it's going. So you have to get started with agents to, to walk into the future
So
safely.
start the process now.
Absolutely.
Love it. Okay, well, thank you so much for joining me. Fantastic presentation, and I can't wait to see where this goes over the next little while. Thank you very much.
Me too. Thank you so much.